What is going on, guys? Welcome back to RideRazor. My name is Austin, and in today's video we're going to be teaching you guys how to do a bar spin tail whip. So there are a couple things you guys need to know how to do before we try a bar spin tail whip. The first one is you guys need to know how to do a bar spin. Second one is you guys need to know how to do a tail whip. This is a combination trick, so you're going to be doing both of those in the air, one after another, so you need to make sure you have bar spins mastered and you have tail whips mastered. And once you do, it's gonna make learning this trick that much easier. It's pretty self-explanatory, but what exactly is a bar spin tail whip? Bar spin tail whip is you're gonna air out of a quarter pipe or a bank, do a bar spin. Once you get that bar spin back under your hands, you're gonna be doing a tail whip and you're gonna be landing it. Honestly, one of the more common ones out there, and I will say this is a fairly intermediate to advanced trick, but a lot of fun once you guys get it down. Cool kids on the block call it a bar whip. So if you're out there calling it a bar spin tail whip, there's nothing wrong with that. But if you want to be cool, call it a bar whip. If I were relearning bar spin tail whips, what I would do is I would find a ramp that I feel fairly comfortable getting a good amount of air out of. You are going to need a few feet of air. Obviously, the more air time you have, the easier it is going to be, just because when learning this trick, you're going to need as much air time as you can get. But once you find that ramp you're comfortable airing out of, you're going to want to approach the ramp, bend your knees, bunny hop out of it, do that bar spin immediately. Quicker you get the bar spin back under your hands and you can start throwing the whip, the better. Once you get that bar spin back under your hands, you're gonna wanna start releasing the tail whip with your feet. It is gonna rely on your wrist to actually get the tail whip around, just because you're not gonna be able to get as much force with your legs. But do that bar spin. Once it's back under your hands, kick the tail whip out, use your wrist to bring that whip around, get it back under your feet, stomp it, and roll away. It sounds fairly simple, and on paper it is, but this trick can be a little bit of a pain in the beginning, but I promise you guys, once you get it down, it's a lot of fun, and you can use it to continue to beat all your friends in scoot, like I did when I was 12. So I briefly talked about where to try this trick if I were relearning it. So if you guys are interested in learning this trick, I would highly recommend doing it out of a quarter pipe or a bank. I have a fairly large bank behind me that gives me a decent amount of air, and that's gonna be the ideal place to learn this trick. Just anything that you can get up and out of, and something that also gets you fairly up in the air. Like I said, the more air time you guys have, the better. Alrighty, so now that we know where to do a bar whip and how to do a bar whip, let's go do a few.